welcome back to my channel. My name is Coleen, and this is Lochabay Stitches, and this is Flosstube number 13. So happy Tuesday. Another week has flown by, as usual. I'm not going to lie, I almost didn't tape today. One, I just sort of wasn't feeling it, but two, I feel like I didn't get a lot done from last week. So I'm sure that definition is up for debate. But yeah, for me, I just feel like I didn't get a lot done. One, partly was school took up a lot of my time, which rightfully so, that should come first. But two, last week was kind of emotional draining for me. A family that I've known for about 25 years, Shirley and Eddie Ryeski, they actually own the Stitching Well Needlework store. Eddie passed away last week. And so that's just always hard. It's always hard for people that knew somebody like Eddie, who is such a good person, to have to say goodbye. And I hate endings, period, of any shape or form. But I just feel for their family, what a hard time that this is, and the loss that they're feeling. So that was part of it. And then two, my next youngest brother, who I love and adore, has been sick, so he had to have major surgery this last week. So again, even though that's not directly happening to me, I'm one of those people that I just take on and feel the empathy for what somebody else is going through. So, but the good news is that everything went really well. He was in very good hands. He's feeling good. So now we just have to hope for the best for the days to come and see what happens. But right now, things optimistically look good. So yeah, those kind of things, that's life. And, and like I said, I thought I wasn't going to tape today. But I think it's important to share that not every week is great. And that we all go through things like this. And that it's okay. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to have a bad day. And still show up and be there for the people that need you. So here I am. Sorry, I'm a little weepy. But I'm still going to share the few things that I did get done this week. And thanks for letting me have that time. But yeah, so I'm going to share the few things that I did get done. The things that I kind of have half in progress that I'm still trying to figure out. I did get a couple things in the mail this week. I actually only did a little bit of Stitchy Stash shopping. So I was actually pretty good. And then maybe I'm going to share a couple things. Maybe you might have some ideas that I can help bounce off of you, because I'm not sure where to go for it. But so first, for stitching finishes, so I actually did finish Cup of Frida minus the handle. So this is how she came out. She's so pretty. I'm so excited to work on her frame. So I didn't get the actual frame cut out for her yet. But what I'm thinking about doing on her frame is using the flowers. So I kind of tentatively cut out some little flowers that are kind of similar to the ones right here in her hair. So I'm thinking of either using those on the top or the bottom. And then I also cut out the little cactus flower shape that's right here above her head. And it's kind of bigger, so I thought that might balance nice on the bottom with the smaller flowers up here on top. But I'm excited to carve the flowers. So, and then possibly painting the frame in that blue color. But I'll see, I'll kind of experiment with that. So, but I was excited to get her done. And of course, Barbara Ana is doing a new stitch along of a Frida Dreaming Girl. So I signed up for that. So that is the one thing. That doesn't start till April 1st. So I have time to work on my other Dreaming Girl, which I actually forgot to bring in here to show her progress. But I'll show her progress on Instagram. But I did work on the other Dreaming Girl a little bit this week. So yeah, so I signed up for the new, so I'll be excited to see how it looks compared to this, but I think they'll still look cute hanging by each other. And so then my only other finish this week was from Crocetta a Gogo. Sorry, my Italian's horrible, and I apologize. But it was the monthly series, and so there's April finished. So this actually stitched up really fast. I started it one night while we were watching TV, and then finished it the next morning. But it was probably maybe about 8 hours or so of stitching. But yeah, so it's so cute. So excited. So for this one, I want to do a stand-up frame just because it's smaller and it would look cute on a tabletop. So tentatively, my idea is to have like a little base. And I'm not sure if this one is the one that I'll stick with or not, but to have a base so that the frame stands up. And then on top, I'm going to carve, I don't know if you can see in the pattern, it's a little bird and he's holding a string with some eggs on it. So I'm going to carve a little bird. This is just the rough shape. But carve this little bird, and then through his beak have a string, and I had to order, so I couldn't finish it, some tiny wooden egg shapes, and put one here and then one that kind of drapes off the edge of the frame. So that'll be what this frame will be. And so kind of give you an idea. So that's what it'll, oopsie, that's what it'll look like. So I'm excited to work on this one some more, but like I said, I had to order those little tiny eggs because I couldn't find any small enough locally. So, but yeah, I'll be super excited to work on the rest of the months. I think she said in April she's going to release the next 4 months. So I got to hurry up and start stitching the other ones and work on my other Snowflower Diaries. I have to do May. So gotta catch up on those. But yeah, so those are the only 2 stitchy finishes. And like I said, I did get some more good progress on the Dreaming Girl. But then I gotta really focus on getting back into my regular rotation. I've been distracted way too easily lately. So, and then the only other stash that I ordered this week, I've done 3 of the Bathi Threads cut through series from Amanda Loverseed. I've done the Noah's Ark, the Beach Hut, and the Lighthouse. So I'll share those at some point here in the future. I still have to frame up the Beach Hut. So I ordered the cut through Haunted House, so that can go with my Halloween menagerie back there. But yeah, so I ordered that kit, so it probably won't come. It's coming from overseas, so it probably won't come for a week or 2. But that was really only my stitching stash. But I did see a couple new patterns at the local needlework shop on Facebook that came in. So I'll probably pop over there this week because I do need a couple other threads. So yeah. So the other thing that was kind of a big dilemma. So I still haven't done anything yet with the 2 first frosts. So this was the shorter one, and then this was the one for the taller one. So those both have been finished for at least a couple weeks now. But I'll be honest, like I'm really cutting them, like I'm afraid to cut them. But so I haven't touched them for a couple weeks. I've kind of just ignored them, thinking maybe they would just get magically cut in my sleep. I'm really not sure what I was thinking. But so this week I kind of came up with the ideas of what I want to do. So I want them to stand up so that they can stand up next to her. So I want one to be shorter and one to be taller. So once I do cut them, I want to mount them on some little on the tops of like these little dowels. So I kind of just right now picked out a couple shapes. I'm not sure if these will be the ones that I actually use, but this is what I cut out for now. But I want to mount them on like a little base, and then on this base like use some of that paper mache stuff to make it look like little snowdrifts. But then I cut out a little house, and then I'll carve these, oops, and then a little tree. So those will sit underneath, so it'll almost kind of be like a little, you know, at Christmas when you put like the little houses with the trees on your mantle, kind of like that underneath the stand-up snowman. And I am going to add a nose with some felt on those, so I kind of have to plan out with some tracing paper how I think I'm going to do that. But I'm kind of excited to see. I think these will be really cute once they're carved up and painted, to kind of have like a little... diorama was the word I was looking for. Like a little diorama underneath the snowman. So yeah, so there will be one taller, one shorter, and I cut out, the houses are a little bit different from each other, and then I'll do the same thing with the trees. I'll make this tree for this one a little bit different than the other one. So I'll be excited to paint those up and get those going. So maybe that'll take away my apprehension of cutting those. I'm just afraid to screw them up, especially once you have something that you put that much time into stitching, like that you have to cut it, but eventually I'll have to do it. So yeah, so that's those. And then, oh, the other thing that I got in the mail this week. So I ordered some more of these silicone molds. So I think I shared, it's been a little while ago. I had originally bought a cake mold to make some paper mache like beading to go on frames, or to you put it on kind of anything. But specifically I was using it to make on frames. And so I think I'm actually going to use this little tiny beaded one as a border around the base on those monthly ones, just for something a little extra, little visual texture. But yeah, so I ordered these and it took a while. It was probably about 6 weeks, but they were pretty inexpensive. But this one is a couple different rope shapes, and then this one is a larger beaded than the one that I have, so I thought that'd be nice for like a chunkier bead. And then these are just different shapes. I really don't know how to describe them. Kind of like a herringbone, and then this one, I don't know, kind of like pearly, I guess. But yeah, so I'm excited to try those out. So I'm gonna stuff these with some paper mache probably later today or tomorrow, and let them dry and see how they turn out. But just something just to play with or fun. So yeah, so I did get those in the mail this week. So I'll try to use those. I'm thinking of using this one on the bottom that's kind of like herringbone. It's hard to see. I designed when we were living in Florida. I've only kind of dabbled in designing cross stitch a little bit, but and I think I showed it. I'll show it again. I showed it a few weeks ago. But when we lived in Hawaii, it's a little hula girl in the state fish of Hawaii, which I can't say that whole word because it's really, really long. And the turtle in the state flowers, just to kind of commemorate the time in Hawaii. And so I do have the frame already cut for it. And I'm thinking the flowers that I cut out for Barbara Ana kind of gave me an idea for this one to cut out the flowers to either put along the bottom of the frame or the top. But I am going to make the bird. So the little tiny bird that's up here on top, I'm going to make him to sit up on top of the frame. I think this one I'm going to use him a little off center. But so it took something else to kind of like give me some inspiration or direction. So I'll probably work on that one this week too and see what I come up with for that. And then since it's almost Easter, some of my old patterns, and they're probably from before 2010, I really didn't do much with them after I designed them. But I'm going to rechart them and have them made up for both PDF and in print. But this was the one that I did for Easter, and there's 3 different ones. There's a sheep, a bunny, and a chick. And so those are the patterns for Easter. So I'm redoing the frame, so I want to redo all the cover. It's just because my style is different than it was 11 years ago. So especially with the carved elements. So this frame will probably have like a carved carrot on it with maybe like a wire top. So so I'm going to redo these this week so I can have them done for Easter. And then this will be a free pattern. It's it just says Happy Easter, but it's the bunny with a little carrot. So I think I'm going to make this into a scissor fob. I dug through my oodles of fabric and found some really cute flowered fabric. Whoops. Flowered fabric. So I thought it would be really cute to carve up a couple little carrots and then use something on the top for the little green parts and use those for the part of the fob. So I'll play with that this week too and see how it comes out. But it looks like I'm jamming my week full of a lot of stuff. So we'll see how far I get. But I'm hoping that this next week will be a better week. Just like I said, not that anything really per se happened to me, but it's just kind of emotionally draining because like I said, it just can be sad and a little overwhelming sometimes to have all those emotions at one time. So, but other than that, I did, I guess, okay this week as far as getting stuff done. Coming up this next week, I have a lot of schoolwork to do. So we'll have to see how that goes. School's a lot more intense than I really thought it was going to be, which is, like I said, okay, because that comes first. But I just have to power through the next 10 weeks and then come out the other side will be golden. But the other thing I did want to share that I did do this week, I've been trying to organize better. So the beads kind of got me rolling with to not have, like, I have drawers of stuff that just have stuff shoved in them. So I've been trying to better about organize. So I started in the closet, and I just wanted to show, when I said that I had about 70 finishes in the closet. That's why I probably should stop finishing new things, because so I counted, and and I'm going to show you on this group of hangers there's 68 finished, and that's not all of them. But just to show you what 68 finishes waiting to get framed looks like, this is what they look like. So this is I have one of those. I went and bought those hangers. They're skirt hangers from Walmart, but you can kind of see, like, there's a lot. Yes, these are all finishes just waiting to be framed. So it's a lot. It's pretty heavy too. So yeah, so that was the first thing, is I got those organized and kind of put them in order by size, and from like the smalls up to like the big larger pieces. There's a couple big Advent and a big stocking that needs to be framed, finished. And you know me and my sewing skills, I'm always afraid to mess things up when I sew. So we'll see what happens with that. So yeah, so I was happy at least I kind of took some of my emotions out on getting things cleaned up and organized, because I do want to do one of these days a little tour of my space, but right now it's a little embarrassing. Like I said, sometimes I just shove things places and then go on a treasure hunt later looking for them. But anyway, so thank you for letting me share my emotions and in supporting me through this time. And I appreciate everybody who watches, and thank you again for all the lovely comments. Like I said, for me, I love to like chit chat, and it's interesting, like the things that you find out about people and the things that they like and stuff like that. It's really great. So I've really appreciated all the comments and the things that people share. So yeah, so this week, if you have anything that can help me get over my apprehension of cutting those first frost snowman, I could really use some help with that. So other than just do it, because that's not helping. No, I'm just kidding. So again, so thank you for watching. I hope you have a great week. I feel like this week's gonna be better, and next week I hope to have some frame finishes to share with you. But until then, happy stitching. Bye.